Cabinet approves capacity hike from 20,000 megawatts to 40,000 megawatts of scheme for development of solar parks and ultra-mega solar power projects. Briefing the media in New Delhi, Union Minister Piyush Goyal says capacity hike is to ensure setting up of at least 50 solar parks each with capacity of 500 megawatt and above in various parts of the country. CCEA approves investment proposal for generation component of Arun 3 hydroelectric project in Nepal by SJVN Limited. India-China strategic dialogue begins in Beijing. Upgraded dialogue to discuss whole gamut of issues. Both countries express a strong commitment for better ties on day one of Foreign Secretary S. Jaishankar's Beijing visit. In his opening remarks at the dialogue, Foreign Secretary S. Jaishankar says bilateral relations have really acquired a very steady momentum over many years, and what happens between both countries has great global and regional significance. Electioneering continues in full swing in poll-bound Uttar Pradesh. Home Minister Rajnath Singh and BJP President Amit Shah address public rallies at multiple places. Other party leaders also hold public rallies. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls upon US to have a balanced and far-sighted perspective on movement of skilled professionals. In his meeting with 26-member US congressional delegation in New Delhi, PM recalls his positive conversation with President Trump to further strengthen India-US ties. Economic Affairs Secretary Shaktikanta Das says there are no plans to introduce 1,000 rupee notes. Instead, the focus is on production and supply of 500 and lower denomination notes. Shurhozili Lizitsu has been sworn in as the 17th Chief Minister of Nagaland. The 81-year-old Naga People's Front Party president was administered the oath of office and secrecy by Governor P.B. Acharya at a ceremony in Kohima today. Madras High Court adjourns hearing of DMK's plea demanding declaration of CM Palaniswamy's trust vote in Tamil Nadu Assembly null and void. Court defers next hearing to 27th February. DMK stages a statewide hunger strike. Students suffering from type 1 diabetes can now take snacks during Class 10th and Class 12th board examinations conducted by the Central Board of Secondary Education. In a circular, the board says such students can carry items like sugar tablets, fruits, snacks and water to the examination center, which has to be kept with invigilators. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella launches Aadhaar-based Skype Lite at Future Decoded digital event in Mumbai. Nadella applauds India for phenomenal entrepreneurial energy. An Indian doctor who was kidnapped in Libya has been rescued. External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj in a series of tweets said that Dr. Ramamurthy Gosanam has been rescued in Libya. He suffered a bullet injury and is being brought back to India shortly. US President Donald Trump decries anti-Semitic threats targeting a Jewish community as horrible and painful, saying that there is a need to fight bigotry, intolerance and hatred in all of its very ugly forms. His remarks came in the backdrop of increasing threats against Jewish community in the US. US issues a sweeping set of orders to implement President Donald Trump's plan to increase immigration enforcement, places the nation's 11 million undocumented immigrants at risk of deportation. Indian women triumph in ICC Women World Cup qualifier finals, beat South Africa by 1 wicket. Deepti Sharma adjudged player of the match for a brilliant batting.